Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today we're going to be quite busy because we have to immediately disembark one crew member who has some family issues, and we need to approach to ALGECIRAS OPL in order to conduct the operations. So this was very tight, and we have been in 12 hours, we have arranged everything. So now we are going to arrive, as I said, to a designated position in order to disembark the crew member. So now we'll be going up to the bridge in order to take the con and head to the location, to the spot that has been designated by the agency in order to perform the operation. So stay tuned in order to see how we're going to do this. So I'm outside of the bridge. I will be going inside in order to proceed with the approach. So catch up from inside. Hello, how are you? We're almost here. We have arrived at the TSS, the Traffic Separation Scheme, coming from the Atlantic, entering the Mediterranean. So just remember to bring down your speed to the maneuvering zone, just in case you need to stop the vessel at any time. So now we're doing a speed of 12 knots, and easy, we're going to approach to ALGECIRAS OPL, which is down that way, and we'll head down there in order to disembark the crew member. So for the time being, the traffic is not too tight. We only have a vessel on our starboard side and a fishing vessel on our port side. Just remember, when you are in here inside the TSS, there are very small fishing boats like the ones behind me. They are 4 fishing boats with a dark blue color, so you need to pay attention on them because they're very difficult to sight because it's deep blue, the Mediterranean water, and it's quite difficult to sight them. So remember to keep an eye on these fishing boats which come from the Moroccan coast, and they're very small comparing to other big fishing vessels which navigate in the TSS. Well, for today, as you may see, the bridge composition is as required. I do have the officer on the watch. I do have a chief officer here, an apprentice officer, and 2 ABs. The first AB is looking out, and the other one is performing a hand steering. So here the chief officer is checking out the opposite direction from the coast of Gibraltar to see a possible crossing vessel which is intending to go to Morocco. You do have many passenger ships performing these passages between the north of Africa and the south of Europe. Special attention is to be paid. So we're at the Strait of Gibraltar. On the starboard side was supposed to be, as per ancient Greek mythology, Scylla, and the opposite side, where Spain, where Europe is, was Harivy. So the big sea monsters for the sailors, and they were trying to bite them. So the sailors trying to escape and not to pass close to the shore. So they try and stick in the middle, but the weather here sometimes becomes very bad. So this is about Greek mythology. So I'm going inside the bridge because I'm afraid about the sea monsters. So the service boat is underway and is coming towards the vessel. We have came in contact with him. The chief officer has prepared the gangway on the port side, where this will be the lee side, and it's 3 meters combination from the sea water surface. So we're going to reduce speed to about 5 to 6 knots. Now we're at 8.5 knots. So I'm going to stop the ship's engines now in order to make a stop so that the ship speed drops. So this is the main telegraph here. I'm just doing a stop, and the engines are following, both of them. So what you need to check in this area is that you keep a good watch. You have to check that from the port and starboard side, from Ceuta and from Gibraltar and Algeciras, and of course Tanger, the many vessels, passenger ferries, which they are crossing. Plus, you may have also vessels astern of you, which have a for higher speed, and they also intend to overtake you. Big attention is also to be paid to the fishing vessels which fish, even inside the TSS at some times, and you have to keep an eye on those guys too. While performing these tasks, it's very important to maintain communication with the agreed channel, and if there is anything else required to be done, the ship can provide the best that he can do in order to accommodate the disembarkation of the crew. Guitars, these gas lock wheels, go ahead.
See, please, out the circulation bay.
Come again?
Out the limit.
Ok, sir, claro.
Muy bien. Sí, para arriba está.
So when you perform this task and you have stopped the engines, it is very important to see what the vessel is doing. So now we have the current up ahead, so we are all right. The vessel is heading the current, so we don't have any swinging to port or starboard. We also have the engines, there's two engines, so we can use port or starboard depending where we want to go. If we want to go to port, we will put the starboard engine. If we want to go to the starboard side, we'll put the port side engine dead slow ahead. The crew change has taken place, so now we have some documents to sign. Also, you've got the bow thruster available if you want. Below speed of 5 knots, you can have that also in order to keep her in a good heading. It's very important to see where the vessel is drifting to, and also to pay attention in the traffic. Now, this is the most difficult task, where you need to pay attention who is coming from the stern, because if you're in a busy area, you have to pay attention who is coming from the stern. So today, luckily, we don't have anybody. As you may see, perfect clear, only sun. So it's very good. The only vessel we had was on the port side, and from Ceuta there's nobody coming out. So we're going to maintain this heading and wait for the documents to be signed, and then we'll make a move and head out of here. So this about 10 to 15 minutes operation will be conducted, taking all the necessary conditions in order to perform it nice and safely. Requested half.
Yes.
Yes, second. I will proceed with the changeover of the starboard engine to gas mode. All right, thank you. So both engines are at Gas mode, so we're alright. Let's get them up to 45. Okay. We need 13.5 knots. George? Okay. Yes, Captain? Is there something bothering?
Martin.
085. So we have completed the task for today. We are here at beam of Ceuta, Spain. This is a territory in Africa of Spain. It's 1 out of 11, and it's also a place where you can go and take bunkers. I've never been here, but it's very interesting to go. For the time being, we finished with everything with the operation. Everything went well. The crew member disembarked safely, and now we'll be heading to our next discharging port. And of course, we go there in order to conduct our operations and inspections. So I hope you liked today's episode. If you feel that this channel matches your expectations, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Nick the Sailorman, and of course comment below in the section in order to for me to read and of course to reply. So till next time, take care. Bye bye.